I started reading just after my birthday in March 2020. I was very amped to read. I was reading at home, I was reading on the bus to work, I was reading at work, I was reading on the way home. All I wanted to do was read. But then one day, it all changed. I started foregoing reading to browse on social media, wasting time, not gaining any knowledge whatsoever. I fell deep into the rabbit hole of not wanting to read and instead trying the impossible task of getting to the bottom of my news feed. But then one day, I was thinking to myself that there had to be a reason that I stopped reading, and I couldn't figure out why, but then it dawned on me. Honestly, I think it could be a combination of two things. One is that I just wasn't focused on reading. I'm gonna be very honest, it's very hard for me to focus on one thing for an extended period of time. I haven't been diagnosed with ADHD or anything like that, but I think I might have it, maybe just a little bit. I could be working hard on a video and then all of a sudden Till I Collapse by Eminem comes on randomly in my head. So then what do? I search it up on YouTube, then you listen to the song, then autoplay plays something else, and before you know it, you go down the YouTube rabbit hole and of early 2000 songs, and 2 hours goes by. But I just wasn't focused on reading. And when I'm not focused on something, I don't retain any of that information. When I'm shooting B-roll, which is a clip that relates to what you're talking about, which is probably what you're watching now, I often listen to videos on my phone on YouTube just to have some white noise in the background. These videos aren't videos with information that I have to retain. Like I said, it's just for white noise. It's just something to listen to. If I really want to watch and retain a video, I have to sit down and really pay attention to the video. The second reason that I think I stopped reading is because I just got burned out. Like, I tried to read too much too fast. When I discovered reading, I immediately wanted to do it all day, every day. I went on YouTube, I watched multiple self-help videos and, multiple videos about self-help books and, everything that I could have done. I made a wish list on Amazon, and then I made another wish list and put it in my description in case people wanted to know what books I was reading. But then my feelings just changed. You see, I'm one of those people that's a visual learner, right? I have to see things to understand them. I can't just read and understand it. I wasn't gifted like that. In Gary Vee's book, Crushing It, he talked about, engaging on social media and forcing your way into conversations so people see you online. Then hopefully they click on your profile and then, they check you out or whatever it is. But then he has a video of him actually engaging on Instagram. Like he was actually doing it in the video. And I learned more from that video than I did from the book. And it was the same information, it was just in a different form. The last reason I think that I stopped reading is just because I didn't have the time to. You can call this an excuse all you want, but I truly believe this. The reality is I have a house to look after, I have a girlfriend, I'm uploading 2 videos a week now, starting, this year, hopefully on Monday and Friday. And on top of all that, I'm gonna have to be working. Now, you might say, well, just read on the way to work or at lunch or on the way home like you used to before. And, I will do that when I get a job again. But I'm just trying to state these things for the record. I did want to cover all my bases, and I did try to listen to audiobooks, but like I stated before, like I can't sit down and listen to something without watching a visual representation of what is being talked about for me to be able to retain that information. I have to see and learn. I can't just listen and learn. I wasn't built that way. Look, I'll leave you with this. Most of the books that I own are self-help books. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, 12 Rules for Life, The Subtle Art of Not Giving Up, no YouTube algorithm, I did not swear. Then you have Crush It, Crushing It, The 4-Hour Work Week, but those are more like, businessy type books if you want to call it that, but you get the point. I'm gonna expose myself here and say that I think I was buying these books to give myself the illusion that I was doing something. Like, let me make it clear, I don't think self-help books are bad. I do think they have a place in the world, and I do think that they help people. But think about how many self-help books there are. You can't tell me that every single one of those books has relevant and unique information. In all seriousness, I think most of these books are just giving you the illusion that you're moving forward or to distract you from actually doing so. We all see people reading these books and they post on social media, and they say that how this book helped them so much, and this, that, and the third. But then you look at a person like, say for example, David Goggins, right? Like, he was an exterminator. He was fat, he tried to join the army. He got turned down, and to make a long story short, he ended up becoming a Navy SEAL. He got all these awards, and he's widely regarded as the toughest person in the world. And then I think back and I say, how many self-help books did he read? He didn't read any. Zero. He just got up off his ass and he just did the work. He didn't read books on how to run. He just went and he ran. And then he slowly built up his endurance. He trained himself, over like reps and, over periods of time, right? He didn't read books on how to become a Navy SEAL. He just did it. See, when I read that Elon Musk book, it was my favorite book that I've ever read. But you know why? It was because I wanted to read it. I saw people recommending books, and I wanted to read them because they helped others and gave me the illusion that it would help me, when in reality all I had to do was put in the work. So to answer this video's question, I wasn't focused, I'm a visual learner, and I was trying to be somebody that I wasn't. And as always, thanks for watching.